Good evening, I'm King. Tonight we explore the planet's most powerful earthquakes, events that have shaped science, engineering, and our understanding of nature's might. These are stories of survival, resilience, and the raw energy beneath our feet. We'll count down the top 5 most powerful earthquakes ever recorded, examining their science, devastation, and lasting impact. Let's begin. Our journey begins in the far reaches of Russia, specifically the remote Kamchatka Peninsula. This isolated region, known for its stunning volcanic landscapes and sparse population, became the epicenter of a cataclysmic event in 1952. A magnitude 9.0 earthquake, a truly colossal tremor, struck deep beneath the surface of the Pacific Ocean. The immense power of the quake unleashed a devastating tsunami. Waves, some reaching heights of up to 15 meters, began to propagate outwards from the epicenter. These monstrous waves mercilessly obliterated the town of Severokurilsk, leaving behind a trail of destruction and tragically claiming over 2,300 lives. The impact was immediate and devastating. Despite its remote location and the limited technology of the time, the event proved to be pivotal for the advancement of seismological science. It was one of the first truly great earthquakes to be recorded by what was then a nascent global seismograph network. The wealth of data collected from this event significantly refined our understanding of subduction zones, the areas where one tectonic plate slides beneath another. It also deepened our knowledge of the mechanics behind megathrust earthquakes, the most powerful type of earthquake on Earth. The tsunami generated by the Kamchatka earthquake was so powerful that its energy reached as far as the shores of Hawaii. It even traveled across the vast expanse of the Pacific to impact the coastlines of South America. This demonstrated in a very real and tragic way that seismic events, no matter how remote, can indeed have global consequences. The Kamchatka tragedy served as a stark and sobering reminder of the inherent volatility of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region known for its intense seismic and volcanic activity. It highlighted the fact that even disasters occurring in the most remote corners of the globe can send shockwaves, both literal and figurative, around the world, impacting distant communities and shaping our understanding of the planet. March 11, 2011. Japan is rocked by a magnitude 9.1 quake, the strongest in its history. The shaking lasted 6 minutes, shifting Honshu Island and damaging infrastructure. But the real devastation came from the tsunami. Waves over 40 meters high surged inland, overwhelming seawalls and sweeping away entire towns. Nearly 20,000 people were killed or went missing. The disaster triggered a nuclear crisis at Fukushima, compounding the tragedy. Tohoku showed that even the best-prepared nations can be humbled by nature. It was a sobering lesson in the cascading failures that can follow when natural forces collide with modern technology. December 26, 2004. A magnitude 9.1 earthquake violently ruptures beneath the Indian Ocean floor. This undersea megathrust earthquake would become one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. The earthquake released an almost unfathomable amount of energy, its energy equivalent to thousands of atomic bombs detonating simultaneously. The force was immense. The shaking on the seabed lasted up to a staggering 10 minutes, an eternity during such a cataclysmic event. But the prolonged shaking was only the beginning. The true catastrophe was the massive tsunami that followed, triggered by the sudden displacement of the ocean floor. Enormous waves radiated outwards across the Indian Ocean at incredible speeds, like ripples in a pond, but with unimaginable destructive power. These devastating waves relentlessly spread, striking 14 countries across South Asia and East Africa. The tsunami tragically killed over 230,000 people, leaving behind a trail of unimaginable loss and devastation. Entire villages vanished, wiped off the map by the sheer force of the water, leaving no trace behind. As the scale of the disaster unfolded, the world watched in horror, grappling with the magnitude of the suffering. The lack of a comprehensive tsunami warning system in the Indian Ocean made the tragedy exponentially worse, costing countless lives. The waves struck hours after the initial quake in distant places, with no warning for those in their path. In the aftermath, the disaster spurred the rapid creation and implementation of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning System. The Sumatra Andaman earthquake and tsunami was a brutal wake-up call, highlighting our global vulnerability to natural disasters. It underscored the critical need for enhanced international cooperation and investment in disaster preparedness and mitigation efforts worldwide. March 27, 1964. A seemingly ordinary day that would soon be etched in history. Alaska is struck with unimaginable force by a magnitude 9.2 megathrust quake, a seismic event of colossal proportions. It was the most powerful earthquake ever recorded in North American history, a natural disaster that would leave an indelible mark. The ground shook violently for what felt like an eternity, nearly 5 minutes of relentless seismic activity. The very landscape of Alaska was dramatically reshaped by the sheer power of the earthquake. In some areas, the land rose an astonishing 38 feet, a testament to the immense forces at play. Conversely, other areas experienced significant subsidence, sinking below the familiar sea level. The earthquake triggered widespread landslides and devastating avalanches, and tragically, powerful tsunamis were generated, adding to the destruction. These massive waves mercilessly destroyed towns, including Valdez, leaving them in ruins. The tsunamis traveled vast distances, causing deaths and destruction as far south as California. The official death toll reached 131, a somber reminder of the earthquake's impact. The relatively low number was largely due to Alaska's sparse population and the time of day the earthquake struck. The Great Alaskan Earthquake provided scientists with crucial evidence supporting the theory of plate tectonics. The wealth of data gathered revolutionized the field of seismic science, leading to new discoveries. The lessons learned from this cataclysmic event led to improved building codes and more accurate hazard assessments worldwide. The Alaskan earthquake served as a stark reminder that seismic events have the power to transform both the physical landscape and our scientific understanding of the planet. These 5 earthquakes reveal the awesome power and unpredictability of our planet. Each disaster brought immense loss, but also advances in science, engineering, and international cooperation. The knowledge gained has saved lives and made communities safer. Earthquakes will happen again. Being informed and prepared is our best defense. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe and stay aware.